Namaste. Tonight I'm going to read Volume 1, Book 2, Rudra Samhita, Part 2, Chapter 40, Journey to Kailasha and the Vision of Shiva in the Shiva Puran. Hari Om Tat Sat. Narada said, O Brahma of great intellect, who are the guide for Shiva cult? You have narrated to me the wonderfully beautiful story of Shiva's sport. After destroying the sacrifice of Daksha, when the heroic Virabhadra went to Kailasha, what happened then? What happened there? Oh dear, please tell me now. Brahma said, defeated and mutilated by Shiva's armies, the gods and the sages came to my region. After making obeisance to me, who am self-born, and eulogizing me in various ways, they explained their distress entirely. On hearing that, I was extremely pained for my son Daksha. In that mental anguish, I thought, what step shall I take to please the Devas whereby Daksha can be restored to life, and whereby the sacrifice also be completed? O sage, even after thinking a lot, I did not attain any peace of mind. Remembering Lord Vishnu with devotion, I knew what I shall do. Then I went to the world of Vishnu, along with the gods and the sages. After bowing to and eulogizing him with various hymns, I informed him of my misery. Please make arrangements so that the sacrifice shall be completed. The gods and the sages be happy. As you know, he was performing a sacrifice. O Lord of Lakshmi, Lord of gods, bestower of happiness to the gods, we, including the Devas and the sages, have sought refuge in you. Brahma said, on hearing my words, the Lord of Lakshmi, with his soul set on Shiva and mind free from distress, replied after duly remembering Shiva. Vishnu said, an aggression against a powerful person neither befits a weak aggressor nor leads to his welfare. Thus, O Brahman, the gods have committed sin and offended Shiva, since they had partaken of his share in the sacrifice. You shall appropriate Shiva by falling at his feet with pure mind. At the bidding of the protector of the world, those fury annihilates everything. The resuscitation the resurrection is certain and immediate. That Lord has been wounded in the heart by the wicked Daksha by harsh words. Crave the forgiveness of that Lord who has lost his beloved now. O Brahman, this is the only remedy for tranquilizing him, I think, and also for pleasing him. I have mentioned that truth. Neither I, nor you, nor the gods, nor the sages, nor any embodied being knows the reality and the extent of his strength and power. Who else can lay down a remedy for Shiva, who is independent and the greatest self, a remedy that quells delusion? I too have offended Shiva. I shall also come, O Brahma, to Shiva's abode along with you, all and crave the forgiveness of Shiva. Brahma said, after commanding thus, me, Brahma, and the gods, Vishnu, desired to go to his mountain along with the Devas. Accompanied by the gods, sages, Brahma, and others, Vishnu went to Kailasha, the auspicious, excellent, mountainous abode of Shiva. It was a favorite abode of the Lord where Kinnaras, Apsaras, Siddhas, and other divine beings stayed. It was very high. It was brilliant with many peaks, full of precious gems all round. It was of variegated color due to diverse minerals. It contained different trees and creepers. Many kinds of deer roamed and many kinds of birds hovered there. The celestial and Siddha damsels sported about in different springs and pools along with their husbands and lovers. It contained many caves and ridges. It shone with various kinds of trees and had a silver lustre. It was infested with big animals, tigers and others, who were free from cruelty. It was of divine nature endowed with shining brilliance. It inspired great surprise and wonder. The river Ganga, originating from the holy abode of Sati, sanctifying everything, flowed there, and so the place was very clean. On seeing this mountain named Kailasha, a great favorite of Shiva, Vishnu and other devas were surprised along with the excellent sages. Near it, the gods saw Alaka, the beautiful and divine city of Kubera, a friend of Rudra. Near that, they saw the Sylvan Park, Saugandika, which contain all kinds of trees. The sound originating from it was surprisingly divine. Outskirting it are the two holy rivers, Nanda and Alakananda, that quelled sins by their mere sight. The celestial damsels, descending to them from their world, drank their waters. Emaciated for their sexual dalliance with their menfolk, they entered them for their sports. After going beyond Alaka, the capital of the king of Yakshas, and the Saugandika park, they saw the fig tree of Shiva. The fig tree had steady shade all round. It had a number of suspected branches without hanging roots. Its height was 100 yojanas. It had no nest on it. It afforded protection from heat. It was the place where Shiva practiced yoga. It was divine. It was resorted to by other yogins. It was great and excellent. It could be seen only by the excessively meritorious persons. It was beautiful and sacred. Beneath that vata of yogic potentialities, Vishnu and other devas saw Shiva seated. The vata was the refuge of those seeking salvation. Shiva was being served and venerated by Brahma's sons, the great Siddhas. Engrossed in devotion to Shiva, joyously they were calm. Their very physical body inspired calmness. He was being attended upon by his friend Kubera, the lord of Guyakas and Rakshas, and particularly by his attendants and kingsmen. Lord Shiva had the divine form liked by the sages. His fond love befriended everyone. He shone with the ashes smeared all over his body. O sage Narada, you were present there, and while you were asking him questions, he was explaining wise and excellent things to you, whereas the other saintly men were listening. He was seated on a seat made of kusha grass. He had put his left leg over his right thigh and knee. The Rudraksha garland was suspended from his wrist. He was showing the Taraka Mudra with his hand. On seeing Shiva like this, Vishnu and other devas humbly bowed to him immediately after joining their palms. Lord Shiva, the refuge of saintly men, stood up and, approaching Vishnu, who had gone there along with me, he performed obeisance with his head. Vishnu and the other devas made obeisance at his feet, as Vishnu, the goal of the world, would bow to Kashyapa. Vishnu and the other devas performed obeisance and spoke to Shiva, who was revered by the lords of devas, siddhas, ganas, and the sages. Footnotes. The text, this is pertaining to, let me see here. Aggressor not leads to his welfare. Let me see here. That's pertaining to an aggression against a powerful person neither befits a weak aggressor nor leads to his welfare. They say the text of this verse is corrupt in all printed editions. We have translated it after amending the text in the following way. 338. Nanda, Alaknanda, and Bhagirathi are three famous branches of Ganga in the upper course in the Pauri Garhwal region. And here ends today's reading of the Shiv Puran. Om Prabhu Prananatam Vyom Vaishwanatam Jagannatanatam Sanatabhajam Puti Putam Bhuveshwaram Bhutanatam Shivam Shankaram Shambhumeshanvide Om Kapura Kauram Karanavataram Sansarasaram Bhujagendra Hadam Sada Vasantam Hridar Vinde Bhavam Bhavami Saitam Bhavarti Pate Hara 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 Mahadev Om Hum Sambhuru Swam Trambaka Mejami Sukandam Vishtivaranam Urvarakame Vapanam Mirchumukshamam Tatam Swaha Bhum Sahajum Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Tuya Mata Chapita Tuya Tuya Bandhuscha Jasaka Tuya Vidya Dravinam Tuya Tuya Om Hari Om Tat Sat.